Figure 5-44 on page 131 of the mechanical drawing textbook. I've started out drawing the outer circle on my top view, which is the outer circle of the base, which is 2.5 inch diameter or 1.25 inch across radius. And I'm going to go ahead and space out my front view from this. O-snap settings. I'm going to make sure I've got the quadrant O-snap tool checked. And I'm going to go from about the 9 o'clock position. I'm going to go down to 6 o'clock position. And now I'm going to repeat the rectangle, and now I can draw my 1 inch square at 1, -1. I don't need this one anymore. Delete it, and now I can go ahead and draw. I know my quadrant projects down, so I'm going to draw my top view. Now my total width is going to be 2.5 inches. I got to do a little math to figure out my height. The height of the base is 1 inch, and the height of the top is 3/4 inch for a total 1 3/4. So I'm going to make my boundary of my top view at 2.5 inches, -1.75, where the total height's 1 3/4. And that's where my spacer, my front view, is going to fit in there. I don't need this square anymore. I'll delete it. Now I can finish up. I'm going to go ahead and explode this square. Notice that in the front view of a cylindrical object, it looks like a square. That's perfectly fine. I click trim tool by accident. I'm going to go ahead and explode this one. Now I can do my inner hole is 1 inch diameter. Knowing that it's 2.5 inches across, that means I've got 1.5 inches left over on total for each side. I split that in half, so I know that my corners should be 3/4 of an inch in. So I'll go ahead and offset 3/4, 3/4 distance, and I'll offset this side and this side, and these two lines form the boundary of the hole. You're not going to see those, so go ahead and put those on the hidden line layer. Alright, and I can go ahead and draw my top is a 1.5 inch diameter, so I can go ahead and offset these lines again, 1/2 inch. And I'm going to go offset this one. That's fine. I'm going to offset one more time. I know my base is a 1 inch high, so I'm going to offset one more time with an inch of spacing, or I'm sorry, a distance of 1. I'm going to offset the bottom 1 inch up. Alright, now I can use the trim tool to trim away the final pieces. It's going to look like that. Alright, I'm not done yet. I'm going to go ahead and project my lines up. I know I have to have a circle. Actually, you don't need to do it this way. It's real simple. You just got to use the different way to do it. Make sure center's done. Okay, we need to draw 2 more circles. 1.5 radius or 1 inch diameter, and of course these lines, that's the hole in the middle. You see how it lines up with your hidden lines in the front view. Same here. And my next hole is going to be a 1.5 inch diameter circle, so click the center here, and I've got a radius of 0.75 or a diameter of 1.5, and there you go. That's the final view. One last thing I have to do, I've got to center it, so I'm going to draw I've got my quadrant tool selected, so I need my rectangle for my upper left hand corner. And now I can go to my polyline tool, and I can click this corner to that one, and I can complete my centering. Just find that midpoint. There it is. There you go. That's figure 5-44. Your drawing should look like mine when you're done. Make sure you have spacer in the description, your name, date, scale of 1 = 1, and your high school done, and save it.